Greetings, humans, greetings, and welcome back. Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods, and today, people, we got a package in from Uncle Lee. So if you want to see what's inside, you know what you gotta do. You gotta stick around. Bears box openings. Yes, indeed, yes. You know, welcome back. Bear appreciates it very much. You know what? If you haven't done it already, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Bear would appreciate it very much. That's neat. All right, let's go ahead. We got the package in just the other day. Bear was out foraging through the neighborhood trash can. All of a sudden, the postman came up, delivering a package to little Timmy McTimmerson. Well, Bear took one look at the postman. The postman dropped the package and ran. And Bear got it back, so I got a nice little package in. Only dinged on the corner the one time when the postman dropped it, but otherwise, very good. It came in very nice. Thank you, Uncle Lee. Let's go ahead without any ado, much less further ado. Let's go ahead and get right on into it. Bear could open this up with his bear claws. He's got the old trusty knife here. Gotta get right on into it. I do like that he has the all caps comics tape. That's pretty cool. I think that they should offer that. It was like an extra or something like that. You can get your all caps comic tape out there. All right, what's going on here? Come on, Bear, get it together here. There we go. There we are. That's why we use the knife instead of the claws. There we go. Bear, of course, taped it up. Keep little Timmy's address. Because he wants to get his own stuff out there. Hopefully, finally, somebody put in some salmon this time. That would be Bear's dream out there. Alright, let's go ahead and get right on into it. This great, huge, enormous monstrosity of a package here. There we go. There we are. Great stuff here. We've got Bear's favorite. The bubble wrap. Got the bubble wrap here, people. Yes indeed. Love that new smell of bubble wrap out there. Bear will play with that later. But now, people, actually, he's got a CyberFrog here. Yes indeed. There we are. There is your CyberFrog. Neat little toy there. Thank you, Uncle Lee. Thank you. Bear wasn't even expecting a toy. There we are. Choke it. Do not choke, people. Don't choke on your CyberFrog out there. There we are. Cool stuff. I like how he did this. I like how he did it. There we go. CyberFrog. There we go. Tells you his weight. Home world. Height. His real name. Gosh, we've been getting it wrong all this time. It's been Trick Ron. I've been calling him CyberFrog this whole time. I'm sorry, Trick Ron. Apologize about that. There we go. Neat little toy there. See if we can put it there. Yeah, it's too close. Put it off to the side. Put that off to the side, because we got some great stuff in the inside here. Let's check this out. Holy cow, look at all this stuff. Let's dump it out. There we go. Nice big package here. Very cool. There we go. And inside we've actually got, there we go. There's a Jae Lee cover. Very cool. Very nice. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Looks great. Actually, let's go ahead and just get it on out. Get it out, people, so you people can see it without the reflection. Bear tried this the last time. He'd done one other box open, and the packaging came just disintegrated in Bear's hands. Bear's claws here, as it were. This must have been a one-off thing, because this whole the plastic here just disintegrated, so it looks a lot better there. Put it off to the side. There we go. There we are. Nice little CyberFrog. Wrecked planet. I don't know if people can tell there, but man, oh man, it is very foily and very shiny. Very shiny. Bear could use this and reflect light with that. There we go. There's the all caps. The laughing man there. Very cool. Very cool indeed. So that's the nice cover there. Let's check out. Oh, look at there. Holy cow. Man, oh man. That is a beautiful, beautiful CyberFrog. Thank you, Uncle Lee. Thank you so much, sir. Ah, there it goes. There's the signature down there. Almost covered it up with his thumb. There you are. Very cool. Very cool. I don't know how many of these he has to draw, so, you know, hundreds? Who knows? Thousands, maybe? So, very cool. He pays attention to the detail, even in, number 437 or whatever it might be. So, thank you, sir. Thank you. Very cool. Very nice. Very nice drawing on the inside. Very nice drawing. I mean, we can tell all the detail on the inside here. There we go. Very pivotal scene. Very pivotal scene here. But yeah, very cool. Very detailed. I mean, you can see even in the ground here. Look at that ground. That doesn't even, have anything to do with the rest of the scene. It's just ground. There we go. Very cool. Very cool. You can see all the shadows. Look at all the shadows off of the, I'm assuming maybe roots or sticks of some kind there. There we go. Very cool. I mean, that kind of detail in a book like that. Let's put this off to the side here, so people can see. There we go. The one downside to it is that the foil cover here. I don't want to damage it, but it bounces. It kind of like bounces out there. So there we go. Oops. There we go. There's that. I have to put it with that thing there. So there we go. The Ashcans, Salamandroid, the color sign, and of course the other Ashcan. Let's see. I think it was Kanan White and a couple of other folks in there as well. I remember seeing the Kanan White stuff. Very cool. There's the Salamandroid. Here is the. Again, it must have been just kind of a one-off thing with Bear the last time. Or the claws are just too powerful. That's probably the other reason why we used the knife up there. Very cool. Here is the Heartsick Horror. I believe this kind of deals with some stuff in the, kind of in the past, I suppose. Bear hasn't read this one or the Salamandroid, which one. Got this one. We'll talk about that in just a minute here, but there we go. There's the... Let's see, Richard Wright and, Van Sciver, Moorhays and White, Kanan White out there. Here we go. There we are. Good stuff. Good looking stuff there. Let's see if we can find something in there. Holy cow, it's 2018. 2018. How time has flown. Flown like a bee in the wind out there. Yes, indeed. There we go. Cool stuff. I'm imagining this is Uncle E's stuff. I believe that's Uncle E's. Let's flip a couple more pages here. This, I'm not sure. I'm not sure who the artist is here. I'm not sure if this is Kanan White or not. It might be. It might be. Anyways, a whole kind of Ashcan behind all that sort of stuff. And then, of course, your Salamandroid. There we go. Very cool. Oh, there he is, right there. Good thing. Good thing I turned to the right page there. There we go. Hiss! That's what Bear did when he saw the postman earlier. He says, hiss! Of course, the postman dropped the package and ran. And Bear got it! There we go. Little Timmy McTimerson will not know what he misses. Not know what he misses out there. This is a little bit different. We had, gosh, I don't have them right here in front of me. You go back and look at the other one. It was CyberFrog and Salamandroid, I believe. And so anyways, you got the all-caps comic. This one's actually a lot bigger. It's actually a lot bigger. I don't know if we can tell. It's got kind of the reflective, what do you call that? The sort of glitter, I suppose, in there. Very glittery. Very glittery. Never knew Uncle E was that glittery before. But there you go. There we go. Put that off to the side. Whoops. Poor Mom. Poor Mom out there. There we go. Pretty cool. We've got all sorts of stuff here. Let's see. Oh, here's the other sticker. Here's the other sticker. Yeah. Not sure how to hold that. But there's Salamandroid. There he is. pretty cool. Pretty cool. Also very reflective. Very reflective out there. There we go. It goes right with him, right with the cover there. There we go. There's that. We've got, let's see, a number of cards here. Number of cards. We'll do that here in just a second. Do that in just a second. Of course, actually got a keychain out. Let's open all these up here. There we go. So we got the nice little keychain. I like the colors in this. The colors really pop. Really pop very well in this one. Don't know if we can tell on there, but there we go. Pretty cool. Anything on the back? CyberFrog's on the back. CyberFrog is on the back, and CyberFrog's up front. There we are. There we go. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool for you good people. There we go. Oops. Ah, gosh dang it. Trying to keep all this stuff together. It keeps falling apart. There we go. We'll just put that there. Put that there for you good people because we've got some cards here. Let's check them out. Let's check them out together. Let's see. We've got a... Put those down for just a second. Yeah, that's CyberFrog. These are also very... you can probably tell here, kind of reflective. I don't know if you can kind of tell if they're reflective there. There you go. I'm not sure if this is chromium as well or not, but very nice. Very nice card. He's got different numbers. I've seen the different numbers on there. Not exactly sure what I believe these came with the book, and I know he has other ones that he deals with members and the... Let's see, it was Subscribe Star. What was it before? Patreon out there. So there might be a whole card collection out there. Bear's still trying to figure out what to do with the dang cards, people. What to do with the dang cards out there. There we are. Very cool. Heather Swain. I kind of like this one. I believe this was a cover as well. I'm sorry, the light is getting it. There we go. I believe this was a cover as well, if Bear's not mistaken. But yeah, a lot of the background, very reflective. Very reflective. Like it. You gotta do something a little bit different with the cards out there. There you go. Of course, the Jae Lee cover. In card form. In card form. I apologize about the reflective out there. That's the deal with the cards. They're just very reflective. Hitting all the lights out here. Like I said, you could use this as like a reflector. You know, just that sort of deal. There you go. Very cool. If we can get it over there. There we are. There we are. We will talk about this. What is his name? Let me check it real quick. Sprite. Sprite, much like the drink out there. We'll talk about him in just a moment here, but there we go. One of the characters, I believe from the 90s, CyberFrog out there. So, you got some guys making a return there. There we go. Put that down. More. We haven't finished just yet, people. Haven't finished just yet. There we go. Heather Swain. Lily. Lily is the little girl's name. Of course, CyberFrog here. Very cool. What does it say on the back here? It says, our family. When we, what does it say? When we have each other, we have everything. Everything worth fighting for. That's neat. There you go. Yeah, a lot of, very, inspirational. You know, not like a, you know, you see on one of the posters or something like that, you know, you are the best person that you've ever been or whatever, but, very kind of inspirational and encouraging messages out there. There we go. Another returning kind of a 90s figure there. What was his name? He only showed up real briefly there. How do you pronounce that? Scapone? Hold on. Scorpion. I tell you what, Bear's dyslexia is just getting the best of him here. There we go. There's that. Very cool. Very cool. And of course, this one must be kind of special because it comes in a plastic thing there. But one of the Vizbz. There we go. Vizbz. which was very interesting. We'll talk about it here in just a moment here, but kind of an interesting. You figure that they're just kind of route bad guys there or something like that, but very, very interesting. Later in the story, kind of stuff going on there. Let me get this out. It's too reflective. Too gosh darn reflective, people. So there we go. There we go. There is that. Let me actually pull out here. We actually had the other cover that came in just the other day. We did this just the other day, and the box that we just opened came up momentarily afterwards. So there we go. There's that. Looks pretty good there. So I'm trying to remember. I believe this one was the 24-hour cover, and then let me get to it here. I should show both of them. Come on, Bear. What are you thinking? The Jae Lee cover. I can't remember if the Jae Lee cover was the 24-hour variant or if this one was. Bear would have to go back and double check for you great people out there, but the two covers that they got. Very cool. Very cool. Can't really. Let me see if we can get the light on that. CyberFrog, this one. Little dark there. This one is much darker than this one right here, so it's having a little hard time catching it there. But there you go. Very nice. Very cool. Very, very good stuff out there. Let's see. Am I missing anything? Have I missed anything? No. There we go. But look at all this swag. Bear wasn't even expecting. Wasn't even expecting a freaking toy. There you go. There you are. That's gonna stay in the box. That'll probably be a nice, very nice collectible one of these days. Yes, indeed. All right. Let Bear do a very quick, kind of a rough and dirty first pass through it. Just checked this out last night. I just read CyberFrog 2. How do we start this? Let's go back just a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about ComicsGate in general and kind of how it kind of came about and whatnot. For the people that are uninitiated out there, your boy Zach started out with John Malin doing Jawbreakers. Right around that time, Uncle E started up with. I've got it back here. The CyberFrog campaign, the original CyberFrog campaign. There is the Selim Android cover there. I think this only went on for a week. It's kind of interesting. The first campaign, he did it for, I believe, 60 days. Bear was still trying to figure out what the heck this, Indiegogo thing was and all this other stuff. Came out with the first CyberFrog. I'll put it down. Don't lose it, Bear. Your only copy. Your only copy, man. Here we go. Here's the original CyberFrog there. So they started the CyberFrog campaign, Uncle Lee did, and got it going. Did it really well. Did a really good job. About that time, you got a number of different other artists in there. We were talking about Kanan White. We missed Kyung Lee. A number of other folks out there. And Mike Miller, a number of other folks out there that were doing some great books as well. So we started to get not just, hey, here's a different independent book out there from your boy Zach, or hey, Uncle E came out and stepped away from DC and started to do CyberFrog on his own. He had his own IP and everything. He was doing really well. So basically, a lot of the early ComicsGate started, a lot of people didn't know anything. We didn't know the quality or what was going to go on in the book or anything like that. It was mainly, hey, these people are being canceled. Let's go ahead and promote them. Let's, make sure that they're, financially sound. And hey, if we get a book out of it, great. And, it turned out to be, Bear's done a number of these box openings and book reviews out there. I would say probably the worst book that Bear got was the Trump, what was it called? Trump Space Force, I think, from, who was it? Bear's having a brain block here. Anyways, they did that book. The world-class bullshitters out there, they did a book called Stealing Solo. It was a fine book. Jeff, I forget his last name, Jeff with the world-class BSers out there. He did his own art. It was fine. There was nothing to complain about the art. Everybody complained about the back of the book. They had it on the back of the book where it was like supposed to be a shipping label or something like that. But other than maybe a handful, I mean, 2 or 3 books or something like that, they've all been 6, 7, 8 out of 10 books. Basically, every ComicsGate book that Bear's gotten has been really, really good. And it comes from a Bear that doesn't even read comic books. So, craziness out there. So, Bear's checking them out and, is of the impression that, hey, we've got, some great artists out there. Let's celebrate that. If you get a good book out of it, hey, that's even better out there. It got to the point where every once in a while, Bear would be kind of surprised. Hey, we checked out this book. Holy cow, that is a really, 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 really good book. Bear was probably the first to come out and say, hey, the best one in ComicsGate so far, many years back, Jae Lee's book, Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb. Matthew Weldon came out with Punchline, which was really good. A number of other really, really, really good books out there. This one's going to take the cake. This one is, if Bear would probably say they cranked it up to 11. So 11 out of 10 was what Bear would kind of say about that. Got a couple minor, minor nitpicks out of it. Nothing major. CyberFrog 1 was a good book. Good first half of the book was really, really, really good. It kind of devolved into some other stuff, and it ended very abruptly, very sharply there. CyberFrog 2 picks right up with it and doesn't ever let go. If CyberFrog 1 was an incomplete book, CyberFrog 2 is the complete book. You get, from the beginning to the end, basically everything that you're going to want to see on a book out there. I'm going to go so far, Bear's going to go so far to say is, a lot of times we like to, hey, either put books up head to head or, let's talk about this book or that book. I can't compare CyberFrog 2 to any other book. Bear tries to come out and say, let's compare it to, let's put CyberFrog up against, the newest Narwhal book or something like that. Bear likes Narwhal and everything, but there would be no comparison whatsoever. We flipped through a couple of the pages. You saw the detail. Bear, it took him quite a while to get through the book because every single panel had, more and more detail. Actually, let's check some of that out. Let me see if I can find some. I mean, just about every single page had some crazy detail to it. So you want to get through the story, but you're just reading every single little panel and checking out every little tiny detail to it. So, an amazing work. Uncle E did an amazing job with this. I can't really compare it to any other ComicsGate book out there. Maybe the first Jawbreakers, just as it was, kind of groundbreaking, that sort of deal. CyberFrog 2 basically puts, ComicsGate's already been on the map, but it really kind of sets the high bar for everybody to get to. Not everybody's going to be a 20-something year comics professional out there. So some of the new people, like we mentioned, Narwhal out there, coming up with their own stuff out there. So it's not that easy to compare that stuff to. But definitely your gold standard out there is this one here, right here. So. CyberFrog 2, a great book. Beer's, if it's a 9.999999 out of 10, it would be, some of the font on some of the lettering was a little small. I think if they had made, I wish that they would come out with like an artist edition where the book's a little bit bigger. Some of the pages are a little bit bigger. I think that would work. One or two of the other things Beer was talking about, there was a, what was his name? Oh gosh, what is it here? 1 second. I'm trying to remember the guy's name. Sprite. Sprite was the guy that came up. And what was the other one here? Hold on just a second. Let me find his name. Scorpion? Scorpion? Scorpion out there. Kind of the two 90s ones that he had. Bear's complaint on the previous book is it kind of blended some of the earlier 90s stuff with the modern one. I felt like it should have just been a hard kind of reboot and just dealt with the Vespas without having to deal with some of the 90s stuff. You didn't... I can understand where he's coming from with some of the older characters, how they fit in. They fit in really well. I just didn't think it was necessary. They had a... They had some of the, there's a group of humans that are kind of gathered outside of in Jersey somewhere, the Pine Barrens out there. They had a lady that was going up trying to get Lilith into trouble. Lily, Lily. She was trying to find her dad at the very beginning of the book. They had kind of, I forget her name, but a kind of witch-looking lady, kind of frazzled hair and everything. She put, thoughts into Lily's head out there to go start, get rid of CyberFrog, go look for your dad, that sort of deal. She did that. I don't think that was necessary. I mean, Lilith already had the, impetus to go look for her dad to begin with, so I understand where he was coming from with that, but the very end of the book, I know he was saying that he had different plans that he was trying out. Very, very, very detailed in about 80-90% of the book, and then towards the end, kind of more of a dream sequence, so some of the backgrounds weren't as detailed as the front stuff, but comparable with all the great books that are out there now, so I can't really complain about that. So those would be like the 9.9999999, out of 10, that sort of deal, but now Bear's going to say definitely 11 out of 10 out there. Very much a book for its age here. Very much talking about, it's kind of interesting. CyberFrog is trying to save humanity, and, some aspects of humanity doesn't really want to be saved. That was kind of an interesting twist in the book there. They didn't want to be saved. I think that kind of goes into his own kind of personal deal where, hey, we're trying to put out great books, great comic books, and that sort of deal. And man, oh man, you get all the pushback, let's, cancel culture, all this other sort of stuff out there. That probably, fits right in with what he's trying to be accomplishing with the book here as well. So, man, oh man, just a standalone book. You go and you read it, and it's a great story. There is basically every 2 pages a setup and a payoff, a setup and a payoff. You have one where, I remember Bear was looking at it, it was, Lily was the child that didn't smile much, didn't laugh so much because she was in the post-apocalyptic world. At the end of the second page, so at the top left-hand corner, she's not sad. At the bottom right-hand one at the second page, she's now laughing. So just stuff like that, where every single page almost is a setup and a payoff within a couple pages or something like that. So did an amazing job with that, and just a very rounded book. CyberFrog, the first one, just basically ended. Not a very cliffhanger ending. This one ends on a cliffhanger, but is a much more satisfied and completes the circle. If we never, hopefully we get another CyberFrog. If we never get another CyberFrog, it basically completes the circle. It completes the story that he's telling. A lot of the books out there, they're trying to, get the first book and, you'll see what happens on book number 4 or 5. No, this one, it wraps it up within the book right there. So, nothing but positive things to say about CyberFrog 2. And, Uncle E, you got pretty close to a masterpiece here. Once again, Bear doesn't know too much about, your regular comic books out there. I can't really say, it's better than, Spider-Man or Superman or whatever. It's probably the best book in ComicsGate right now. At least top 3. Still gonna throw Kyung Lee in there, John Malin as well. He's doing some great work. Looking forward to seeing Godlike out there, but, yeah, this is probably the gold standard. This is probably the high water mark for what we're doing out here. So let me get back here. Back here to the thing. Here we go. anyways, Bear wanted to just say, quick review. We'll do a more thorough review for you good people out there, bringing in some of the panels and whatnot. But I tell you what, people, if you didn't get CyberFrog 2, there's hopefully you can still get it out there. Hopefully you can still order it with the Second Chance campaign. But man, oh man, I tell you what, Bear was wrong. Bear was wrong. He's one of those people that says, "Oh, Uncle E, hurry it up. Let's go. Quit wasting time. Quit doing all these live shows. Blah 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 blah." No, the live shows is how he connects to all his fans out there, and I would have said, please take your time. I think Bear did towards the end there, but no. CyberFrog 3, take as much time as you want. If it takes 3 years, it takes 3 years. Whatever the case may be. If that's where the quality is, from book 2 to book 3, you are going to be thrilled with all of that. So, Uncle E, you got Bear's approval here. I would say the book of ComicsGate here, but that's a little unfair to some of the other books out there. We'll still compare some of the books out there, but this is kind of the high water mark. There we go. The high water mark. The high water mark out there. So, once again, thank you so much, Uncle E. Very great book. Always enjoyed. I didn't even expect a freaking toy out here. So, all the swag, putting all the haters to shame out here, all that good stuff. So, great book. How many times can I say a great book out there? Anyways, great book. Well, you know what? Talking about Uncle E and pies and all that stuff, it's made Bear hungry. So he's gonna head back into the woods. So until next time, people. Grrrrr. Humans, thank you for watching this video. If you wish to have more, please like and subscribe. And don't forget that bell for notification. It would please Bear very much. You don't want to see Bear bad, do you?